15-year-old photographer. That view got millions of views, and I was like, damn, this is pretty cool. Like, I would like to do that one day. I convinced my parents to get me a camera for my Japan trip in 2024, and that's when I really started to get into photography. It's the Sony ZV-E10. For my broadcast channel, what I do is I do weekly photography competitions. I constantly post to my story like, oh, this is this week's theme, and this is this week's winner and stuff, and I have a highlights for all the winners, and I try to push out underrated photographers because there are so many like amazing photographers out there who are more underground, so I want to like really bring them to light. I try to prioritize my time as much as I can. I really prioritize school, my social life, and obviously photography. Those are the three main pillars that I mostly focus on, yeah.
So crazy. You're like 16 and you're talking about pillars and stuff. It's like, whoa. What's your dad's and mum's thoughts on your 85,000 followers?
So they don't know about my account. Hi,
Hello, how are you, Kylie?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. How's the weather in Perth?
Oh, it's freezing right now. I think it's like, don't even know, 13 degrees maybe?
Yeah, let's see what it's in Sydney right now. It is currently, oh, we're lucky somehow. It's currently 17.
17.
17 degrees.
Let me
It's
check
still
mine.
pretty cold, I feel like. I guess we'll jump right into things. How I came across your profile. I think I was just scrolling through Instagram and I saw maybe one of your reels. You like create like, dude, like I was just checking your stats. You're like consistently like getting like 100K plus, like which is crazy.
It is crazy. My average is, I think, about 150K per reel. It's actually wild.
How often is it, like once a week?
Yeah, I try to post once a week, but I'm not that consistent. I'm trying to be more consistent now, though.
How do you like guarantee each one gets like 100K plus? It's so consistent.
You really can't. It just happens, I guess. I think it's because, like, a lot of my followers do come back. 30% of them are, like, my followers viewing it. So,
Interesting. And I think in your bio you're born in 2008, right? So you're like super young as well. How old are you, Kylie?
I'm 16 right now.
Wow. And how long have you been doing content?
I only started, like, February 2024. So it's been about a little over a year.
Oh, so you went from zero to like, I don't know how many followers, like was it 80K, 90K?
Yeah, I'm, like, 85K now.
Wow.
In the first year, I got 10K, and then after that, it just skyrocketed. Like it went crazy viral.
Huh. Did a lot of the growth come from like one or two viral reels, or was it just slow and steady?
One or two viral reels. I think one reel gave me like 30,000 followers.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how did you crack short form social media so quickly, Kylie? Like you've only been doing it for a year, but you've sort of like low key cracked the code.
Yeah, when I first started out, I posted like every day for months, and I found that like that wasn't really working well, but I think it gave me a lot of tools to experiment with. And then when one really hit it off, that's kind of like when I started following that step more, that method more.
What was that method, Kylie?
For me, I think it works when like you put a face to the social media account to make people see like you're more human. So then I put my face and I have like a little text hook caption. I normally state like my age, 16 years old, because it's kind of like a shock factor. People are like, oh yeah, she's 16 years old. That's kind of relatable. And then I show my photography, which kind of subverts the expectations. So
Wow. You like naturally have this marketing brain.
I was lucky enough to do a marketing like uni course in school.
Wow.
Hmm.
So I guess kind of like what would your advice be for people who want to grow on social media? Is your main platform Instagram? Do you repost on TikTok?
I did try to start reposting on TikTok, but like I haven't really been consistent with it, so my main one is Instagram.
Got it. Like what's your biggest advice for someone that wants to grow on Instagram, Kylie?
On Instagram, to be honest, it really is to post consistently and to experiment with what you post. I find that like taking inspiration from big creators and like what worked for them really helps.
Oh. Do you often scroll through your reels to find different things to model after? And how closely would you model after sort of viral trends or viral videos?
I do tend to doom scroll a little bit too much, but while I'm doom scrolling, I am thinking about like, oh, how can I turn this into my own? So like, it doesn't even have to be from like a photography niche. I can take it from, for example, one of the reels I did was from like an art content, and then I changed it to suit more photography, and that got me quite a lot of followers too.
Oh, and then when you do that, do you try to model model after the video one to one, have it the similar hooks, similar length, similar cuts?
Yes, I do try to keep it like similar hooks, but I do try to personalize it as well because it's my own content.
And then what's like your return viewers like? Are you seeing the same people comment on every video? Or is it every video you're doing bringing in new audience usually?
A lot of time, I think it's about 70% new viewers. But I do have like very consistent commenters, like shout out to them, love them. They're probably watching this or something. So yeah. A lot of my friends do comment as well, so I think that helps.
Nice. Well, what's your friends' thoughts of this girl in school with like 85,000? You're probably like, are you like a celebrity in school?
Not at all, not at all. I'm not sure how many people at school know about it actually. Like with my personal account, I have about 188 mutuals with my photography account, but not all of them are from school because I go to an all-girls school.
Oh, so when you like meet a new person, do you give them your photography account or your personal account?
I normally give them my personal account first, and if the subject of photography comes up, then I mention I have an account, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is my account. But if it doesn't come up, I don't really mention it.
That's so cool. And then were you doing photography before you started social media in 2024?
I was dabbling in it a little bit. I did photography as a subject in school, and then I convinced my parents to get me a camera for my Japan trip in 2024, and that's when I really started to get into photography.
Oh, and then I guess did it start at the same time, the social media and the photography, or when did you get the camera and when did you start social media?
Very close together. I got the camera about December 2023, so yeah.
Oh, camera, December 23. And then when did you start your Instagram again?
2024 of February.
Oh, wow, yeah, very close. Okay, so it's been like a year and like nearly a year and a half.
Yeah, almost. It's crazy.
Wow. And then what was that camera? That,
It's the same one I still use today, actually. I haven't upgraded yet. It's the Sony ZV-E10. It's very good for video because I originally wanted to do vlogs in Japan, but then I found I liked photography more.
oh, I have like the Sony ZV-1.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Interesting. And then do you use that camera for photography and video for both?
I mainly use it for photography, but I do want to get into more videography, but I haven't really had the chance to yet.
Got it. When you got into photography, when you got the camera in December, what then got you into like social media and creating like short form content rather than just taking photos and posting like images on Instagram?
For that one, my sister actually inspired me a lot. She has an art account. Wait, I'll show it. I'll shout
Yeah,
her out.
please, please.
She was doing it for a year before I did, and I think she grew to like 8,000 followers, and then I was like, oh, that seems really cool. I'd like to do that too. This is her account, Mionchi art account. She's
Oh,
really cool. Look at that.
oh, it's like 24K and like I see all the Death Note art.
Yes, Death Note. She loves Death Note and some. She's younger than me by about 18 months, so
Do you have only one other sibling or how many siblings do you have?
I have three. I'm the oldest of all three.
Whoa, so it's four altogether.
Yeah. One's 11, the other's 14 and 15. Yeah.
Wow. Are your parents in like content creation or marketing or any arts? Because it's crazy that both you and your sibling both like grew like, she has 24K, so you guys are like naturally just good at social media somehow.
No, my parents aren't really in the content creation. My mom is like very artsy and design, but she's a stay-at-home mom. We get a lot of inspiration from her, I think. And my dad, he's more business oriented.
I see. Wow. So was your younger sister, was she creating reels as well or
Yeah, she was creating a lot of reels. And then another way, like, which really inspired me to start my own photography account was I was scrolling, doom scrolling again, and I saw on my For You page like 15-year-old photographer, and then like that view got millions of views, and I was like, damn, this is pretty cool. Like, I would like to do that one day.
wow.
Yeah.
And then from, I guess, from all the following you've gotten from your Instagram, did that then transition into like photo shoots, gigs? Tell me about that, Kylie.
Oh yes, I have done a few photo shoots for clients. My first one, they reached out to me. It was a vintage lawn hire game, and that one was a really cool experience because I was like helping them shoot the photos, creative direct basically. And then from there, I got more confidence from that. And so I started reaching out myself to people. So one of the main tips I have, I think, is to take the first move because like if you reach out, there will be people who say yes, no matter how many no's you get. And those opportunities can really lead to more experience and more opportunities.
Wow. Do you does your dad talk a lot about business when you're at home? Because it seems like you also have like a business mind as well. For
Oh,
at
very much
16, which is
so. Very much
crazy.
so. We get like lectures in the car all the time. Yeah, it's very useful to learn from him.
Wow. What type of business is your dad in?
He's in real estate, so he's an apartment developer. He designs like luxury apartments and sells them to people.
What's your dad's and mum's thoughts on your 85,000 followers?
So they don't know about my account.
They don't know. Wow.
So like right now, I'm currently in City of Perth Library booking out a study space because I didn't want to do it at home where they could walk in on me.
Interesting. And is there a reason why you don't want to tell them?
So when I first started out, I blocked everybody I knew because I didn't want any of those expectations on me and like the judgments and stuff. But then like my parents, they don't really approve of me posting my face online, which I totally get because sometimes it can be quite unsafe. But like that was how I started out and it's how I kept on going. So by the time like it was gaining momentum, it was like, oh, like I can't really tell them now.
Interesting. The thing I'm just thinking of, I think you're the second guest that's like under 18. And my friend was like, she's a teacher. She was like, dude, you need to like talk to their parents to ask if you have permission to interview them. And now I'm like, oh, am I like doing something wrong right now?
Yeah, yeah, they'll be fine. I think I'll tell them eventually, like very soon. I plan to tell them.
Wow. Do they know about your maybe photography gigs then?
Oh, they do. I do tell them about those ones. Whenever I go out, I always make sure to tell them where I go. For those ones, I kind of like white lied. I was like, oh yeah, my friend knows this person who knows this person who wants a photo shoot. Like that kind of thing.
And
Yeah.
then how do you know how much to charge, Kylie, for these photo shoots?
Oh,
Do you
for that
charge?
one, I have a very lovely community of photographers, obviously, and I also have very close photography friends. So there was a photographer in Perth, his name is Dylan, and like he's been following me since before 10K. And so I reached out to him because he has like 60K followers and a lot more experience in this. And I was like, oh, how much do you charge for like your reels, for photo shoots, things like that? And he really helped me with guiding.
Oh. And then when you say charge for reels, are you creating reels for clients and their accounts or are you promoting them on your account?
So my most recent was a sponsorship, well, it was my first one. My first brand sponsorship was for Filmora, the video editor. And so I got paid for doing like a little ad for them.
Ah, nice. And then you told me about outreach. What's that? Did you just use your account? Who do you outreach to? Is it brands, companies? Yeah, how do you get more gigs?
So basically, whenever I find someone that I think piques my interest, is local in Perth, then I reach out to them. For example, there's this band called Birdland. I discovered them on my For You page. I was like, wow, their music is really cool. And like they're triplets. So it would be such an awesome concept to do a photo shoot with them. So I reached out to them. I was like, hey, do you want to do like little promo shoots or whatever? And they said yes.
Huh. And
Yeah.
then all these, when you usually do outreach, do photo shoots, is it usually paid? Is it just free? What do you usually do?
There's normally a mixture. So for like the band one, that was free, but that led to a paid opportunity later on where I shot for their little gig, for their gig where they released their first single, actually. It's really cool. And the other ones were mostly paid, yeah.
Wow. And then when you sort of did the shoot for the triplets, how did you find where to shoot it at? Like, did you need backdrop? Did you need lighting? Or was it just like a location in your camera and that was it? That was
For
needed.
that one, it was a location and a camera. I was like asking around, oh, does anyone have good locations in Perth? Because there's not that many, to be honest. Perth is quite small, but they actually managed to find the location themselves, like their dad. So that was great.
Interesting. What year, what grade are you in now, Kylie?
I'm in year 11.
Ah, and I guess what's the like, how do you balance school and photography and social media? How do you find that balance? Yeah.
That's still something I'm trying to figure out. Right now, it's more chill because I just finished exams and like my photography account is really taking off. So I'm okay with posting like once a week. So I don't need to think about content too much. But I think the way I normally do it is like whenever I go out, I just make sure to film like any B-roll videos or things like that to keep as a backlog. So if I ever need to use a video, then I can use that in my reel. I try to prioritize my time as much as I can. Like, I really prioritize school, my social life, and obviously photography. So, those are the three main pillars that I mostly focus on. Yeah.
Oh, wow, it's so crazy. You're like 16 and you're talking about pillars and stuff. It's like, whoa. Uh, did you like read books or like, where do you think you've gotten like your marketing business savviness from?
Uh, my dad does encourage us to like watch a lot of business videos on YouTube, so I tend to do that a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
From growing your following and getting like, I don't know, you probably got tens of millions in reach, probably more. Has any interesting inbound things like inbound opportunities popped up, or anyone that you were like a fan of and you saw them watch your video or like one of your videos? Has anything like that happened?
Yeah, there are a lot of like other creators my age who like are liking my videos and like following me back and stuff. And I think it's just so lovely to have this community of people, like especially around my own age, doing similar things. It's really inspiring.
Oh, are there a lot of other 16-year-old creators in Perth or in Australia or globally? I didn't know there was that many.
There's quite a few that I know around like Australia, more like fashion influencers. And I do have quite a few photography friends who are around 16, 17, all around the globe. For Perth, not really. Like the only other one I might know is the band that I shot for. They're also 16 years old and they're doing quite well. They have over 100K now on
Wow.
Instagram.
And with this community of like-minded people that you've met that are your age, is it a lot of like just one-on-one DMs and relationships, or do you have like a group chat for the community?
Oh, well, it's normally one-on-one, but there is a few group chats. They're not that active, but they used to be super active back in the day.
Nice. That's so cool. For the next like video, do you have it already planned out? Do you have the next two videos planned out? Or do you wait until the night before your weekly upload day to figure it out?
It depends. I do have like a list of ideas. Sometimes I don't feel them and I like cross them out or something. But if I ever have inspiration, then I always note it down. And when it comes to posting, I look through and I'm like, oh, do I want to post this or this?
Oh, interesting. And then do you script your videos, Kylie?
No, my videos, they aren't really a lot of talking, so I don't really script.
Oh. Is it just a lot of visuals and music, or I guess maybe share, like explain the type of videos that you make?
Normally I have like a video first, 3 second hook. So there's a text caption saying something, and then I have like show my photos according to the beat. So
Oh. And then how do you create a very strong hook without any audio or any voice or any talking? I guess it has to be a very, like, what type of text would hook people in?
something that's like not too in your face, but it's also like relatable. I think one thing that helps is a unique selling point. So obviously for mine is like I'm young, I'm a photographer, I'm doing things, and it's really nice because I get these sweet DMs and they're like, "Oh, Kylie, you're inspiring me," and I'm like, "Oh, thank you!" Like I'm so honored.
That's so cool. Yeah, I guess after year 12, after you graduate, any ideas on what you might want to do next? Would you want to just go full-time photography? Would you want to get into film? What's the plan, Kylie?
I think the plan would be to go to uni actually. I'm thinking business bachelor most likely because I want to explore more options before I narrow down on like a career or career pathway. So yeah.
Wow, so that means you sort of still you sort of see like the Instagram, the social media, the photography as like something that you're just enjoying. It's like a hobby that you really enjoy at the moment, but it's like not locked in as your future career path.
Yeah, I like to keep my future flexible because you never know what can come up. So yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, I guess if someone is starting with 0 followers, or let's say actually something more relatable. Someone they have 200 followers, they've been posting consistently, they've been following trends, they try to upload, you know, cool travel montages that, you know, sync to the beat, but nothing's working. Nothing has gone viral. Nothing has gotten more than 10,000 views. What advice would you have, Kylie?
For that one, I think it's very personal depending on the account, but it depends how long they've been doing it for. Like if they've been doing it for a few months or so, I'd say to keep going and to keep trying to find ways to crack into the algorithm. But if it's been a few years, then it's kind of time to take a step back and really assess your content. Like maybe ask other people, what do you think keeps people engaged? Like, are you happy with my content? Would you follow me back? Would you keep revisiting? Things like that.
Interesting. Do you find that the videos you put in the most effort sometimes get the least views, and the videos that you put in the like little effort somehow end up going viral?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think for my account, the algorithm really pushes out more casual content. Like I just have like, my pictures and my face and like a text and that really goes viral. So yeah.
Oh. How about the visual for your first frame, for your first 3 second? I know you have that strong text hook. What do you keep in mind for the 3 second video?
For that one, mostly it's just me in a very casual setting. Like a lot of them is when I'm walking back home from going out, actually. So I have my outfit on and I'm just like filming me walking, and that's like it. Yeah.
And then, and I guess why is that a strong 3 second hook? Why do you think that works?
I think it's because then when people see that, they have already expectations of me. So then when I show them my photography afterwards, it really like contrasts with that.
Got it. And I guess it also, like, you say, I'm a 16-year-old photographer, they can instantly see, oh, this is a young girl because you're doing the selfie video. And I guess that contrasts with the high quality photos that you then share.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And how long have you been rinsing and repeating that formula for so far?
I do try to experiment with different formulas. So another one I've been trying out is like the quotations, where it's like someone said this thing, but I don't necessarily agree with it. And so like that kind of pushes forwards my own opinion. And then people who resonate with that opinion, they like tend to follow me. So that.
Oh, wow. And then would you put a quote, start with a selfie of you just walking and then the quote, and then you would jump into the explanation? Is that how it works?
Yeah, normally I have the explanation of my thoughts in the caption, so it's like not too long in the video. I have like a brief like note or one sentence in the video.
Oh, yeah, I've seen a lot of those videos where it's like, um, I don't know, there's something they want to share and they're like, check the description for the full detail. And I guess it increases retention because now people are just reading the caption. It's usually like a long, long caption. Yeah, I guess how well does that work? The read below or read the caption to learn how to do A, B, and C. Is that a really strong strategy or?
I'm not quite sure because I haven't done many of those things. I think I've only done like two or three of those reels where I share like tips. Those ones have done pretty well for me, so I'd say it does work.
Hmm.
And also, if you provide tips, people tend to save more, and that pushes it out again.
Oh, got it. Do you do anything to get more comments or more shares? Or like what's the most important metric for you? Yeah.
I think the most important metric is comments because I tend to hide my likes. And so if you hide your likes, then people don't really trust it. But if they see a large amount of comments, then like, oh yeah, this content is worth watching because why are people commenting so much? So like a way I boost that is I really value community in my photography account. So whenever someone comments, I always make sure to answer their comments. And whenever someone DMs, I try to get back to them and answer all my requests and all that.
What's your notifications, comments, and DMs like? Is it a lot? How long does it take for you to clear every day?
So I don't tend to clear every day. I batch it. So maybe every 2 or 3 days I answer comments, and then every week I answer ODMs because that can take quite a while. It can take maybe like 1 hour, 2 hours. So yeah.
That's crazy. Um, if you were to open up your Instagram now, what does the notification drop down look like?
Oh, I think I checked it this morning, so it's probably not like anything crazy.
Yeah, it's probably like just always something, right?
Yeah, every few hours, I'm still growing quite fast actually. Like every few hours I check back and it's like 100 followers, this many comments, stuff like that.
What? So it's like
Right
100.
now, I checked it right before this, so it was like a few minutes ago, but it's 19 um followers and 18 likes. But 18 likes is like 18 different pieces of content that people have liked.
Wow. And then each one could have like multiple likes within that content, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So that means Instagram is still pushing your old videos.
Yeah, not necessarily my really old ones, but like ones from maybe a few months ago, they're still pushing out, yeah.
Oh. And then what's the reason you hide likes, Kylie?
For that one, it was a personal preference. I'm not actually quite sure I do, but personally, when I see a video and I see the number of likes, sometimes it can influence what I think about that video. But when like the likes are hidden, I don't really pay much attention to that number.
Interesting. Should I start hiding likes on all my videos?
It depends what works for you, I think. You can try it out and see how it goes.
Wow, interesting. Huh.
But if you don't have like a large number of comments, sometimes that can make it seem like not that great either.
Makes sense. Huh. And then how do you get more comments, Kylie? I know you reply to comments, but I guess that's how you keep people commenting. But how did you get a lot of comments in the first place?
For that one, the way it started out, I think is because when I answer DMs, then people are like, oh yeah, she's like interactive. Like I would like to support her. So then they comment. And I have a broadcast channel as well, which is very tight-knit community of like 4,000 people. And I keep them updated almost every day with like random thoughts I have. And so people from that broadcast channel tend to comment as well.
Oh, tell me about Instagram broadcast channels. I've never used them. I'm invited to things, but I don't join it because I just don't want random notifications. How does that work? What does it do? Can they reply? Yeah, what is a broadcast channel?
For a broadcast channel, it's basically like a big group chat. You can turn on replies. And so if I, for like the host of the broadcast channel, message something, they can reply underneath. And so for my broadcast channel, what I do is I do weekly photography competitions to get people joining the broadcast channel.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
how does that work? So you tell people, hey, I have this competition, join my broadcast to join the competition, or how does it work? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly like that. I constantly post to my story like, oh, this is this week's theme and this is this week's winner and stuff. And I have a highlights for all the winners. And I try to push out underrated photographers because there are so many like amazing photographers out there who are more underground. So I want to like really bring them to light.
Oh, so that means people with small following, it's worth them joining and doing the competition because they can get like a small like shout out and tag.
Yeah, exactly. The way I do it is I have a poll so people can vote for the competition theme they want. And then the Friday of that week, I post out a prompt, which is basically where you can submit a text, an image. It's only open for 24 hours. So then after that 24 hours, I like go through them or I like them to keep track of which ones I've seen. And then I send them out to a panel of judges who like they let me know their top five. And then so I tally those up, and then the ones with the most tallies, I send out the final top five finalists to my broadcast channel, and then the people in my broadcast channel can then vote on who the final winner is.
Wow. And how many judges are there that you send it to?
It's a mix. It's normally around 10 to 15 at times, so it's a pretty decent mix of people and opinions.
Wow. And how many images options would you give them each?
It depends on each theme. Normally it ranges from like 20 to 25. Depends how many I like in the original submissions. Because the amount of submissions I get is normally about 350 to 500 submissions every week. So it takes a while to sort it out. Yeah.
How do they send you the submission?
Through the prompts. I'll show you an example because I recently did one yesterday. So the theme was night. Can you see it? Wait. The theme was night photography. And so this is the prompt. And so people like put in their prompt and then
Oh, wow. And this
all
is
the
in
images.
the broadcast channel.
Yeah, this is all on the broadcast channel.
Wow. I didn't know you could do that.
hmm You can send out like polls and different things as well. So it's really useful.
So the prompt is like upload images to this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And then is there a way to limit someone uploading like 20 images?
You can only upload one, I'm pretty sure.
Wow, that's such a cool thing. I did not know you could do that.
Mhm.
What have other like if you're like in the fitness industry or like how have people been using that prompt? Like what's the main purpose of that prompt? Is it just to like have everyone in the channel share a photo?
No, you can share text as well. So what a lot of people do is Q&As. So that people post questions and you can respond to the prompts.
Oh, got it. So you would end up, and then I guess everyone else can see everyone else's questions.
Yeah, things like that.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And then how have you been using stories?
Oh, stories. For stories, I tend to promote the weekly competition a lot. And I also just like keep them updated on like any photography I'm doing. So yeah. I'm trying to think of the most recent ones I did. They've mainly been about the competition.
Huh. And then when you're updating, when you're saying you update people on the photography you're doing, that's sort of like the photography gigs that you get from the outbound.
Yeah. I also sometimes post like what films I'm watching, and maybe I'll start doing what books I'm reading too.
Nice. Kylie, what's your thoughts on AI? Yeah.
AI. I think AI is a useful tool, but I don't think it should replace creativity. Like for my photography competition, AI generated images are not allowed. There have been cases when that's been used, and it's honestly really disappointing. I had to like tell them like, "Oh, this is not allowed. If you do it again, you'll be blocked. Like this is strictly not allowed." But yeah, I think AI is a useful tool, just not something to replace humans.
Are you worried that AI is just getting so good, it's getting so realistic that like it's so hard to tell it's like a not a real photo?
Yeah, it has been getting harder to tell nowadays, especially with like really good AI chat like prompters. They can tend to make like very realistic looking photos. But I think, well, I hope that humans will prioritize like the feeling and the story behind the photo instead of like having this AI bot make it.
Yeah. Have you seen VO3, the AI videos, and how realistic those look? And you're like, whoa, this I can't believe this is like a AI generated interview.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've been seeing like a few AI influencers pop up as well. It's
Mm-mm-mm.
crazy.
Huh. So you're saying with each photo there's like a story behind it. I guess yeah, tell me a bit like what do you mean by that? Is it like you take a photo and each photo there's like a story on why you took that photo, what you were doing at the time, or what did you mean by story behind each photo?
Yeah, so for more personal, everyday life, like selfies or like food pics, whatever, then you have like that memory behind the photo. But for what I do mostly, street photography, whenever I find something interesting, then I take a photo. For example, like one I really like is a child playing in the mist of a cafe. There's like a mist machine and the child's walking through it and dan like really playing with the mist and the light. And what I liked about that was it really shows like childhood wonder that we often miss when we grow up and like it often gets left behind, but I think I really want to bring that to light. So I always think about little moments like that and what can be the meaning behind that because I really like being unnecessarily deep. Like I like drawing out the meanings and things. So yeah.
That's cool, Carly. Carly, like I know I personally know some friends and I've seen a lot of, small photographers and videographers on my feed that they don't have many followers. Like they only have 1 or 2 thousand and they seem to be very talented. And the videos only get like 1, 2, 3 thousand views. What's happening? You've probably seen countless of these accounts where you're like, whoa, this video is so good, like, oh, this photo is so good, but it just doesn't reach anyone. What's happening?
Yeah, for those ones, it's so frustrating seeing like really talented people not get the attention they honestly deserve. But I think what might be happening is with those high quality like videos, they tend to take quite a while to push out. So in short form content where the algorithm really values consistency, if they're posting like once every few weeks, then it doesn't really get pushed out much. So it's kind of like there's the sacrifice that you have to make.
Interesting. So consistency is really important where if they were doing the same quality of work every single week, then they'll probably notice some some growth.
Mhm.
Wow. That's so cool.
I think it's a lot about luck as well. Like the more content you put out there, the more it's more likely to get picked up by the algorithm and go viral. So yeah.
How did your sister get 24,000 followers just drawing? What's been her strategy?
Her strategy, I think her strategy is to mostly assess like the art content that's been going up on her reels and just following like trending and viral videos on that. I don't really know much about her content strategy, so I can't really tell you much about it.
Interesting, yeah, because you talked about luck, but it's crazy how both sisters, you guys both grew a following, so you guys definitely figured out something more than luck.
Yeah, I do agree on that actually.
Huh. Okay. With your outbound, are you still doing outbound now to get photography gigs, or do you just do it when you just have a lot of time, or how consistent are you with that?
Whenever I find something that piques my interest, then I tend to reach out to them, yeah.
Okay, is it just like a simple DM, hey, love your content, would love to do a photo shoot?
Yeah, things like that. The most recent one I think is there's like a little music festival that's popping up in Perth. So I reached out to them. I was like, hey, I really like the artist. Can I come shoot for you? And they were like, yeah, we'll grant you a photography pass. So that's next week.
Is it a over 18s
It
festival?
is an overs 18 one, actually. Yeah, I was like, is this allowed? But it's fine.
You got a free pass, and that's probably you probably save like 100, $200, right?
I'm not sure how much the tickets are, actually. I haven't checked.
And you get backstage access with all the artists.
Maybe I will have to check. They haven't sent me an email yet confirming the details yet. So nothing's locked in, but they have said they'll get back to me. So
Did you email them or just DM them on Instagram?
I tend to DM first because when they see the numbers, they tend to trust more. But then if they're like, oh, let's switch to email, then I do email them.
Oh wow! So that means these festival Instagram accounts they see your DMs and they reply.
Yeah, it depends how big they are because I have reached out to other ones as well and I haven't gotten back anything. But like for smaller ones, they do tend to get back to you.
In that festival, are there any big artists that you're a fan of?
Um, there are like there's this 17-year-old musician. Her name is Maria Cassandra. I've been following her for a while now, and I have worked with her quite a bit. I was an extra in her music video that she did most recently, so I got to meet her in real life, and that was really cool.
Oh, so that means she already knows you.
Yeah, she does know about me. She was like, "Oh, I love your photography," and I was like, "Oh, thank you."
That's so cool.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that's most of my questions, Kylie. Like it's so impressive how you've been able to grow such a following and you definitely know what you're doing at such a young age. It's so impressive, Kylie.
Thank you.
I guess, yeah, one question, two questions I usually wrap up these podcasts with. One, any recent discoveries that you've been implementing to your day-to-day life or your day-to-day routine?
Recent discoveries, like anything in general.
Yeah, anything, yeah.
Yeah, I think something that's really I've started to do more again is that outreach thing, really going for it first and reaching out to them first. That's something I've been trying to do a lot more recently. Because growing up, I was very much considered a quiet, timid kid. And so I felt very constricted. Like at a point in my life, I was just fed up with being stuck in that label. So I was like, I'm going to expand out of this. I'm going to grow out of this. And so, like, it only started last year. A lot of things happened last year. I started to expand my social network and my friends, people I knew, the connections, all by reaching out to people. So yeah, that's something I've been trying to incorporate more into my life.
Wow. And I guess you're in a pretty cool spot where you can offer photo shoots and who doesn't want a photo shoot? I guess if it's like someone like me where there's someone I'm a fan of or someone I like their content, I guess all I can do is just reach out and be like, hey, love your stuff. But what can I do to take it a step further like you have?
I think what really helps is if you like look through what they do and like pinpoint something specific and like what you liked about it, because then it shows that you really thought about them and that you want to work with them.
Hmm, got it. In your case, working with them would be video, photography, etc.
Yeah, things like that.
Wow. Okay. That's so awesome. And I guess it's just organic, right? You just scroll through your feed and you just start DMing people that you like the work of.
Yeah, except there were a few times where I specifically hunted down people, for lack of a better word. Like there was one I really wanted to get into like studio photography, get more experience into that. So I searched up like, oh, actually no, I wanted to get into filmmaking. I wanted to explore more of that. So then I searched up filmmakers in Perth. And then I scrolled through like the list of names, and then I was like, young filmmakers in Perth. And then I saw this guy called Juno. He made like I think an award-winning film. And so I reached out to him on Instagram. I found his Instagram and on his Instagram, it actually had a story that was like, oh, looking for models. Obviously, I'm not a model, but I was like, hey, I saw you were doing a photo shoot soon. Can I come join you just like as an assistant? And he said yes. And that's how I met like a lot of really cool people from there.
Wow. And when you're searching young photographers in Perth, Was that on Instagram or on ChatGPT or
That was
Google?
just on Google, yeah. And then I went through a lot of websites to try to find someone that I could reach out to. So yeah, I was lucky enough that the first person I reached out to said yes. So.
Yeah, that's so cool. And then I guess yeah, that was a fun experience. So that you check that off the list. I guess you wouldn't need to do that again and reach out to more people.
Well, maybe if I find another person, I will. But the model for that one, his name is Stevie. He's quite well known in Perth as like a creative. And so he also is a photographer. And that led to me assisting a photography shoot for him. It was like a concept shoot where it was like denim on denim and there was oranges and it was really such a good concept. It was so fun.
Wow, that's so cool. You're doing so much at such a young age. You're like, bro, none of your like classmates can even relate to you, or you can't relate to them.
Oh, I don't really bring up my photography much to like my classmates and stuff. Like my friends only found out about my Instagram account this year, like after I reached 10K probably.
Because you have like 118 mutuals, so that means like a lot of people know about it. A lot of your friends know about it, maybe.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do know about it, but I don't really like talk to them about it. Like sometimes in class, they'll be like, "Oh, Kylie, I've seen your Instagram account has been blowing up now. That's so cool." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And that's like, yeah, it.
Has any of your teachers seen your Instagram?
No, none of them have mentioned it, but I do think some of them have probably like know about it. Because when I was shooting for the band gig, I was on stage, having the photos and stuff. And in the crowd, I saw my teacher. So like she knows I do photography, but I don't know if she knows. And then because her daughter listens to that band. And so that band had me as a collaborator on one of their posts. And I think their daughter saw that post. So she might know about it, she might not know about it.
Wow, interesting. That's so cool, guys. Last question. Any personal goals aside from work? So, like, nothing related to photography, school, any personal goals for the next 6 months?
Ooh, personal goals, hey? Mm, I have a lot of really lifelong goals, but for 6 months, I'd say is to like reclaim some of my hobbies again. Because I used to do a lot, like back in year 8, year 9, I would do like all these things. If you ask me what are your hobbies, I would list like 10 things. But then recently, because I started prioritizing photography and all these things, I've kind of dropped off those hobbies, but I do want to pick them up again soon.
Interesting. What's like the top three hobbies you want to reclaim?
Top three hobbies. I'd say like drawing, reading, and language learning. Because I used to learn Spanish for 2 years and I got to like an adequate level, but I couldn't really speak properly. So I do want to polish up on my speaking in terms of Spanish.
Were you learning Spanish just from Duolingo or how were you learning?
For that one, it was a little bit of Duolingo. It was a little bit of this website called Spanish Dict and like a lot of YouTube videos, just like watching and listening. So yeah.
Wow. And then when you were reading books, was it fiction books? What type of books were you reading?
It's all kinds of books. Lately, I've been getting into Asian literature, so like Haruki Murakami, things like that. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Is that one of the books? Okay, no, that's one
Oh,
else.
really? Oh, that big stack of books is so real. My like next to my bedside table, I have all these books that I haven't read yet, and it's huge.
Yeah, this is my unread stacked.
Looks about right. Looks about right.
That's so cool. Tell me about your lifelong goals. I want to hear about that as well.
Oh, my lifelong goals. So, it might sound weird, but like I know a lot of people who have birthdays in October already. Like half my friend group in school has birthdays in October, and so is mine. So one of my lifelong goals is to know enough people that every day of October is someone's birthday. Like I just want to be bombarded by birthdays and having to buy everyone birthday gifts.
That is sick. So October every day would that's a pretty cool goal.
Yeah, I think because it will mean like I'll get to know more people and like, yeah, that's something I really want to do.
Yeah, I think like you'd have to know like 10,000 people to have a shot.
Yeah, yeah. I think we're like almost halfway through now. Almost. Because a lot of people are born in October. It's crazy.
Wow, so you have 15 October birthdays already.
Yeah, I think more like 10. Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. What zodiac animal, Chinese zodiac animal are you?
Oh, Chinese? Rat.
Right. Oh, interesting.
Which one are you? Are you Chinese too?
I'm Vietnamese. I'm a rabbit.
Oh, rabbit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Interesting. Oh, I actually have a friend That's all right. Yeah, Isabel, interesting. Yeah, I was telling her the story of how the rat came first in the race. So
Yes,
yeah,
nice.
so you know the story was on the ox and the ox swam over and it jumped ahead. Ah, very cool. Kylie, how can people get more of you?
More of me. Well, I have an Instagram account, obviously, and a TikTok one. I mostly use Instagram though. It's Clues. So Kluesz.
You got a really nice short handle.
Mm. For that one, like my original one was Clue. I wanted to do Clue because that was my gamer tag for a long while. I used to game a lot. And so how I came up with that was my favorite color at the time was blue, and my name starts with K because it's Kylie. So I was like Clue, and that was my gamer tag.
Yeah, because and you only created your account like a year and a half ago, so I'm surprised that it's a very nice, short, simple handle.
Yeah, I tried Clues, but that was taken, and I just added Z at the end. So I was like, oh, cool.
Nice. What games did you used to play, Kylie?
Oh, that's my dark past. I used to play Genshin Impact a lot and Roblox, Minecraft, things like that. I
Nice.
tried Valorant, that did not go well. So yeah.
What's Genshin Impact? What type of game is that? I haven't heard of that one yet.
Genshin Impact is like a very almost like an anime style game, but not really. It's more Chinese. It's like it has very good art and very good storyline. It's just like I don't have the time to play it anymore, so yeah. And it's like gacha, so you roll and it's like very specific type of demographic, I suppose, plays it.
That's crazy. At 16, you're already like fully busy and you just don't have time to like play games. That's insane. So I
I
guess
don't
it's,
play any games anymore, yeah.
do you watch movies or animes or TV shows?
Yeah, I do try to make time to like really enjoy like watching movies and stuff and animes. The most recent one I'm watching is The Fragrant Flower Blooms. Wait, I forgot. Do you know it?
No.
Oh, it's this new one. The Fragrant Flower Blooms with something. Like I'm sure people will know it if they hear it. Yeah.
Interesting.
And I also want to watch Squid Game season 3.
Got it. How about movies? Do you watch like new movies or old movies?
A mix. So like on the plane back from Malaysia, I was watching The Truman Show because I finally found it on Netflix. I was looking for it for ages, and that was a really good movie. And I watched a lot of ones in cinemas as well. I watched the F1 movie, Jurassic Park, and Superman.
How was F1? I heard apparently it's real. Like a friend was like, dude, this is his new best movie ever. Like I was like, what?
Oh, good. Like, I don't know much about F1, but I went with a friend who knows a lot. So they were just telling me all these things, and I was like, oh, damn. And a lot of my friends have been trying to get me into F1. So I found the F1 movie really good, though. Yeah.
Very cool. Kylie, thanks so much for your time today. I love how passionate you are about what you do. You're like so switched on at such a young age. You're like, and you like sort of, you have really great like fundamentals where it's like definitely not luck based. You've definitely like sort of put in the time, put in the work to study and understand the algorithm. And at a bars, just sort of learning a bit more. So hopefully I'll leave this call with a bit better sort of social media knowledge as I'm trying to double down on that. But yeah, thanks so much for your time, Kylie. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you for interviewing me. It was great.
Guys, if you made it this far, hopefully you guys had fun. Hopefully you guys got some value from this episode. I'll see you guys next week on another episode of the podcast. Peace.